Hey guys, Typhoon Reviews here, and welcome to my first review of Winter 2016 anime. I'm pretty excited for this, and my first review is going to be on the anime Musaigen no Phantom World. This episode was pretty interesting, and I think I'm going to keep on watching it. I'm going to give it the 3 episode rule. Till now, I like it, so we'll see where this goes. Now, the first thing I want to do is talk about the premise. So, the thing is, this story is based on a world where the human brain has changed in such a way that fiction and reality has intertwined. Now, phantoms are a term used to talk about anything supernatural. The human brain changed because of a virus that has infected it. Now, I'm not pretty sure how a virus is connected to terrorist bombing, but it seems that is how it affected the humans in this world. Because of this virus, now everyone is able to perceive phantoms. The setting is in a school where our main characters are part of a club whose objective is to get rid of these phantoms in cases where they are being a nuisance. Now, the premise isn't anything new, I guess. It's pretty generic actually, but the way they execute this, that is what's going to decide if the show is going to be good or not. Even a generic show with a generic premise can have a good plot or good characters, which makes the show itself better. Rakuda Kishi was an example of a show which had generic premise, but was unique in such a way that the show itself was great. Now, next, what I want to talk about is the characters. First, we'll talk about our main character, main male character, that is Haruhiko. Now, Haruhiko is quite different from other male characters that I've seen. Well, he's pretty similar to most harem protagonists. I think the show is going to be a harem because there are already two girls in the show right now, and one was hinted at the end of this episode. Now, back to my point, Haruhiko. This guy is not very athletic, which is showcased throughout the episode. He's not very good at running, he gets tired easily. But he's actually very knowledgeable. A reader. He seems like an okay guy, he's nothing special, but it's good to see a main character who isn't the one that's actually focusing on physical fights. Instead, he's a guy who reads a lot of books and he has a lot of knowledge about these phantoms. Now, his special ability is quite interesting. He draws the phantoms in his book, and after he draws it completely, he says something. I forgot what he says, and then this phantom is absorbed into his book. I don't know how that works, but that's quite difficult. How much time does it take for him to draw that? He's a pretty good artist, though. Well, it's anime. I don't know how much time it's going to take to draw a phantom like that, but whatever. Next, we move on to Mai, the female main character. She's pretty cool. I actually like her a lot. She's very athletic, quite opposite from Haruko. She's great at fighting, and there were a lot of ecchi scenes that were based on her, and it's because she has big boobs, so they took advantage of that. This show is actually animated by Kyoani, so I'm surprised at the amount of ecchi in this episode, but it's all right. I can handle it. And the another thing that I'm pretty interested in knowing is why is Mai living alone? What happened to her parents or her family? It is because that she lives alone that she needs money to get by, and the way she gets her money is by getting rid of these phantoms. We'll come on to that later when I talk about the episode itself. Next character I want to talk about is Ruru. Ruru is a phantom that hangs out with Haruhiko. Now I'm pretty interested in knowing why she's with Haruhiko, how they met, and what's the main reason for her hanging out with her. And she's pretty cute, to say the least, and she's not as annoying as I thought she would be, seeing how cheerful and talkative she is. But she's not that annoying at all. Next, I want to talk about Reina. Now, Reina is a cute girl with a huge appetite, born with the ability Phantom Eater. Now she is voiced by Hayami Saori, so I like her a lot actually, since she has the same voice actress as Yukino Shita from Oregairu, and Miyuki from Mahoka. It's quite funny that in Mahoka, Miyuki was always saying Oni-sama, and here she's saying One-sama, I think. I think she says Sama, I don't remember actually. But yeah, it went from Oni to One. She's a pretty interesting character. Her ability is pretty awesome. She looks a bit more useful than Haruhiko right now, since her ability is, instant. She can easily absorb the phantom so quickly. Something that I want to notice, she was able to absorb the phantom in the cemetery, the phantom of the cemetery quite easily. But before she can absorb the phantoms of the poles, she had to, appease them. I don't know why that is. Did she appease the one in the, cemetery as well? I don't know what makes the difference here. Well, that's all right. Then the last character, actually there are two more characters, but both of them we haven't seen much of them actually. One is Kurumi, and the other one's name I forgot. And Kurumi is a little lolly girl. She's pretty adorable. Actually, she's damn adorable, but there's nothing really much that was said about her. And that's all for the characters, I guess. Now, what I thought about this episode itself. The episode was good. It was pretty etchy, but at least the etchy was done in a way that was very clever. They made, they gave us reasons for why the etchy scenes happened. Most of them were based on Mai, and one of the etchy scenes were based on Reina. Now, Mai, her abilities is quite unique, I guess. I think she has control over the elements, and in this episode, she faced two of them, I guess, earth and water, and she had to absorb them from her body itself, and that is how they use the etchy scenes. And another thing that I'd like to know is if these supernatural creatures existed and were just not perceivable by humans. If that was the case, they did not pose any problems. I mean, can it not do any actual physical damage? If it was able to do physical damage, why is it that humans were only able to know that such things existed after the virus infected their brain? They did not leave any physical evidence behind, indicating their presence. Well, leaving that aside, no real end objective has been told to us, but that's alright. I'm interested to see where this story goes. The first episode was good, nothing too bad, and nothing special at all. But maybe the way Kyoani handles it, it can be a very good show. Now, that is all for my review for the first episode of Musaigen no Phantom World. Thank you all for watching. If you liked this video, please press the like button. If you didn't, go ahead and press the dislike button. And please write down in the comments what you thought about this episode. Type in reviews here. See you guys later.